Hi, this is Neil Watson. Welcome back to Neil Watson, your English coach. Word of the day. Today's day again comes from events that are transpiring in the US, and that we're seeing the words come out more in press reports, in both in writing and on the television and in posts and internet. And it's the word conspiracy, conspire, and conspiracy theory. Now, originally the word conspire comes from Latin, put together by two words, com, which is with, and spirare, to breathe, and creating conspire. And it was sort of formed to breathe together, to plot, to agree together on something, and has usually been used very negatively to provide the background to people moving behind the scenes and conspiring to plot against a government or other sources. Now, during that time, it could mean to blow together as well, but coming from the Latin, to speak together, therefore the blowing part, to reach an agreement on something. But as I said earlier, with negative implications. Conspiracy is a plotting of evil, unlawful design, and a combination of persons plotting against a government. Also originating from conspirare, conspiratio. Agreement, union, unanimity, to agree, unite, and plot. Well, we've seen now, the word used, conspire, conspiracy, within the US about, plots to overthrow the government. And it's going to be interesting how the next few weeks pan out as to whether people did conspire together to create the riot at the US Capitol or whether they didn't. But that proof has yet to come out. But it leads me on to the related words, or two words, conspiracy theory. And conspiracy theories are actually a relatively new combination of words, deriving in the 19th century. And it's sort of around, and was used usually at the beginning in court, where people would be talking about the theory of people conspiring, but not actually having any proof for that people were conspiring together. So it was again used sort of about hidden cabals pulling the strings behind a national or global event. What we've actually seen now is coming, and conspiracy theories have been around for a while. They've been in the United States. There are sort of conspiracy theories about secession and the leading on to the Civil War in the States. Was that a conspiracy? Conspiracy has also been used, as they say, by the governments in Germany, the Nazis, in Turkey, and also in South Africa, where it's sort of talked about whether the Dutch conspired to throw the British into the sea. Now, anybody that's got any sense and can read into fact and look and make their own judgment will find that there's a complete lack of evidence to support those types of conspiracy theory. And, it's just that they exist, but they don't go away. Now, conspiracy theory, as I said, is an explanation for an event or a situation that usually invokes the thought of conspiracy by sinister and powerful groups, often political in motivation, when other explanations are actually more probable. But, it is a negative word, and it implies that the appeal to a conspiracy is based on prejudice or insufficient evidence. The unfortunate thing about conspiracy theories is that they resist falsification and are reinforced by circular meaning and reasoning, both evidence against the conspiracy or the absence of any evidence against the conspiracy, and are interpreted as evidence of its truth, thereby strengthening the people's belief in the underlying conspiracy theory. Historically, they have been used, as I said, in Nazi Germany, Soviet Union, Turkey. They have been seen once in Gambia, where the government, in Zambia, the government refused food aid due to conspiracy theories about genetically modified food, leaving 3 million people to continue starving. We've also seen it in South Africa about AIDS and the fact that this was a conspiracy theory that led to thousands, hundreds of thousands of people dying from the AIDS. The problem and the reason why it's a later sort of word is that modern press didn't exist pretty much until the mid-19th century and beyond. And as the press and its publication and the broadening of news has gone across the world, conspiracy theories have grown and abound through the mass of media that we now have today. And they deny all truth. They are believed and followed by people faithfully, religiously, and I use that word with thought, to the fact that these things exist and nothing else is there but their theory as the truth. And they deny any other truth for or against such thoughts. Now, one way that people think that they can intervene and sort of stop this is by creating an open society and encouraging the reasoning or the reasoning ability of people to look at the logic behind certain events rather than the theory and therefore the conspiracy theory behind certain events. But I think that's a very big task for the world to complete. Well, that's the word for today.